Hello, can you see me? Hello. My grandparents just got back home, so I had help with the groceries. What's that on top chat? It's supposed to be all chat. There we go. Hello. How's everybody doing? Can you see me? Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I came back from outside. It was cold out there. Yeah, I had a 8 o'clock this morning to go to work. So went to work. I sat down. Well, before I sat down, I got up to the kiosk, ordered my food, sat down, ate breakfast a little while, then clocked in. Then after I worked a little bit, I went to break for like 30 minutes because it was so slow. It was hardly anybody out there eating in the lobby, and the lobby was clean. So yeah, I and after that I went back, caught back in. There was like people starting to come in, and I made sure that it's nice and clean. And the beverage had, like have like straws, lids, napkins. I had like I'm in United States. Yeah, and I was stocked up some ketchup. And then after a while, I'd be sent home early because the labor was going high, and it was like even though it was like people still coming in little by little, I had to go home anyway because regardless, it's because people like labor. It's not people, but it's the labor. When you have labor, is the labor's too high, they send you home. That's not only from McDonald's, but it's also from other places too, other restaurants or fast foods or like Walmart or anywhere, even grocery stores. It's everywhere. You can't stop from labor from being high. Hello, Desmond. Suck. Hey, Domon. No. Hello, greens from Portland. Okay. Scooter throwing high. Hello. Speaking scooter, I used to have a scooter that I used to really play with, but I kept hurting my leg and my foot, so I got hurt on that thing, so I had to stop playing with it. I wish I had my bike. Yeah, I had a Looney Tunes bike. It got messed up. I think something wrong with the chain of the bike, I think. But I can't even afford a bike. It's too expensive. Like everything else. Food, rent, gas. Everything's going up high. Hi. Sub, please. I'll sub to you, but you also can sub to me. That way you get my latest videos and live streams. I do. I tell you what, after I do my live stream, I'll sub to you. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Somebody's calling my house. I think it's my mother. No, it's my aunt. Yeah, I don't have a bike. I wish I could have like, if I still had a bike, I could have rode down to like drugstore, or I could have rode to Walmart. But they can't let you take the bike inside Walmart. But I wouldn't do it. I won't recommend that because somebody can steal the bike. You know how people are. They get their hands on it. Nobody's near it. They take it, which is wrong because how they going to ride back somewhere to take the bike? That's wrong. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. I'll subscribe to you after the stream's over with. If you want to, you also subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get the latest videos and live streams I do. That way when I post something or go live, you'll know about it if you subscribe to me. I'm trying to get it up to 1,000. Right now I'm in the 200s. Like I said before, I try to like get subs, but also the thing is I also try to get like a bunch of what do you call it? I forgot now. Yeah, I'm trying to get up to 1,000. Trying to like do upload every day. That's what I meant. I'm trying to upload every day. Thank you for the like. Yeah, I just uploaded some like videos of the game, talking Tom, Angela, Ben, Parrot, and that little tiger thing. I don't know his name. I think his name is forgot. Anyway, I did some more of those, and I did videos of the dog, part 1 and 2. So go check it out if you want to watch it. Yeah, today I couldn't get the like double quarter pounder deluxe because my boss said you got to have a small hamburger because since it's a employee meal. Well, I got a chicken Big Mac, so it's still a decent meal. Like it's not exactly a small hamburger; it's a big hamburger still. Yeah, and I had like some like French fries and a large iced tea with it. Didn't have any sauces though. This morning there was like I think it was like frost or like something. I don't think so, but it was like kind of cold this morning, like it is now. Yeah, on South Holland Boulevard yesterday, the power went out. There was an outage over there, but thankfully my license it almost went out, but it's not exactly. It came back on, which is good. So I heard the stores wasn't so lucky. I think Food Lion or something like that. It was an outage. I think they had ice cream in their freezer. We don't want that to melt. You need like frozen foods or meats. You can't have that go spoil because they ain't gonna be no good, and you have to get them shipped back to the store. Fresh meat. I know. Yeah, I just finished like petting my dog for an hour. I was paying attention. I haven't been here today that much. I had to go to work today, and I had to go back to work tomorrow. I worked like 10 to 1 something, and then I turn around and go back home because labor was high. But anyway, yeah. So, huh? Who remembers Baby Looney Tunes? It used to come on TV, but they stopped running that show on TV for some reason. I like that Baby Looney Tunes. That was like a good cartoon. I think it was on Boomerang or Cartoon Network or something like that. I don't know, but they stopped running that show on the TV. Yeah, they had like Mandalorian shows. They had only 3 seasons, which is like not that bad. But I rather they have 10 seasons. That'd be a whole lot better than three. I mean, when I don't like a show, I would like it more than 3 seasons. Wouldn't you? Depending on whether or not you like it, depends what you like, you know. But I'd rather have it like 10 seasons to me. There's never going to be 10 seasons of Mandalorian. There's only three. But if there were some like more seasons, it'd probably be like 8, but not that no more than that. But they ain't gonna do no more Mandalorians because Star Wars came. I think after the Mandalorian, I'm not sure. Star Wars is pretty good too, but I also like the Mandalorian. They can't take their helmets off, or otherwise they can't put it back on. That's crazy, right? Yeah, I go back to work tomorrow from 10 to 2. You might send me home again early. I don't know. Depends on the labor. So, yeah. I remember the cartoon called Billy and Mandy, Grim Adventures. Mandy was a mean, evil one. Billy was a silly, stupid one. He had a big old nose, and Mandy was evil with a hair. And Grim was he had this big old black cape. And only his head going there, and his bones were like a skeleton. He used to call himself like Grim Reaper. I think Billy had an annoying laugh. And also, I think he was on Kids Next Door, like Kids Next Door and Billy and Mandy. They so instead of like number one against Mandy. Well, spoiler alert, Mandy won. Of course she did because she's evil. She's more tougher than number one from Kids Next Door cartoon. I think that was may run on Cartoon Network, but I don't think it was on Boomerang. So I don't know, but I think it was on Cartoon Network. And then Nettie, it had those two same like names, and they had like Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Cat Dog, like cat and a dog together. It was like born like that. I wonder whose idea made that cartoon. Put a cat and a dog together. That's crazy. I mean, cat and dog don't always get along. They can, but cat and dog like they don't usually get along with each other, but they can. But a cat and a dog in the same body? Ain't that kind of crazy? What Nickelodeon was thinking? And there's one disturbing episode I didn't like about Nickelodeon. The way they put the episode when cat brushed dog's teeth and take care of his teeth. The cat suffered himself, the dog. So he went inside out. Is like from inside his skin, his muscles. You see those muscle veins and all that stuff. He went out of the dog's mouth and brushing his teeth all over, and he looked terrified. Opened his eyes and saw him in his mouth cleaning it, and he's like swallowing back over there. I mean, that's very disturbing. What would Nickelodeon was thinking? I mean, the kid witnessed watching that. You're probably like, that scared me. That's ugh. Like on Rugrats, there was like a few scary stuff. Like, like when I was little, I just had like Chucky's dad. It had this big old hurricane. I think it's called Sleep Trouble episode. They had this hurricane. Chucky's father, like Charles, I don't know, but he fell in the sand where Tommy and Chucky put like wet sand, like water in the sandbox. You remember that? He fell in there because of that storm, bucket pail and stuff like that. And yeah, I think it has eggs or something on his eyes. And the Rugrats, like Tommy and Chucky was on like standing on the stairs of the basement, and he turned around and go, and you hear the noise go, eh. That scared me when I was little. Have any of you ever been scared of a certain type of cartoon or a certain episode of that cartoon when you was a kid that scared you? Let me know. Yeah, they had like a cartoon called Imaginary Friends. Oh, hey, Jay, fishing outdoors. How are you? Yeah, so Courage Calorie Dog was creeped out too as me when I was a little kid. I know certain like episodes these creators do, they don't think about how little kids react to it. They'll say it's fine, it's not gonna bother the kid. Yes, it will. Some get nightmare fuel, like have nightmares, wake up middle of the night and can't sleep. Just thinking about it at images. Like it's gonna get me or something. Or like that thing scared me so bad. Yeah, Courage Cowardly Dog was all a bunch of creepy stuff, like getting adopted by a farmer and an old lady in like a rocking chair, and he had to save his home. And that farmer guy being mean that dose is booga 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 with that mask. Good, and you? I'm okay. Just talking about some like these old cartoons. It's like there was a teenage robot with XJ9. She was built as a teenager. Well, she interacted with humans till Wakeman. Dr. Wakeman was her creator. Well, I guess that's her mother, I guess. I don't know how that works. Like a mother of a machine. This is weird. It's like she built all them sisters before she built XJ9. It was actually 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then it was comes to XJ9. But we go back to the story backstory back to back in the past before XJ9. Well, Miss Dr. Wakeman, what she did was she built Armageddon. That thing was a huge hunk of metal. He would destroy every weapon there is. And it's like fire inside of him, or like he burned stuff. Yeah, all a bunch of wiggly, like wormy stuff coming out of his chest, stuff like that. He defeated XJ9 because XJ9 is a weapon. A teenager girl fight evil and protect the world. You met Brad and Tuck. And this one guy, Sheldon, he had a crush on her. A crush on a robot. I guess because the robot was pretty for him. Silly. I know. And, hey, dude, fart for $10. Sorry. I don't try not to do that in public. I try to be nice. Like I said, okay, the swollen testicles. If you don't stop, I'll time you out. Okay, just try to keep it family friendly. Kids might be watching. Like I said, XJ9 was built to replace Armageddon. I don't know what his name is, and Kilgore was this like little can thing, like it has these little bitty pinchers and little antennas, and like a wind up, like wind up key. That's what makes him go. Without the wind up key's not going, he stops moving, starts talking stuff. But a lot of that school, like people like this, like, oh, he's adorable. He says, "Kill, go, or not stop until you surrender." Remember that on like My Name is a Teenage Robot cartoon. Three homies watching. We want all to hear. I don't know what that means, but okay. Yeah, man, rip a fart. Hold on, guys. I gotta get something over here. I'll give you 10 seconds of being timed out. I warned you. Let's be nice. You only timed out for 10 seconds. So just think about it to be nice. I warned you. Do not be rude like that. Might be little kids watching or somebody else watching, You don't want to be like rude or like be disrespectful. I mean, you always say like you told me like a fart or something for stuff. Please don't brag and please do not try to do that. I mean, what if there was little kids watching and they saw that and their parents watching that? You gotta think about that. But don't worry, you're only time out for 10 seconds, so just be nice. Are you a guy or are you a female? Yeah, I only gave you 10 seconds to think about that. Please don't talk disrespectful. Non-binary. It's natural, dude. I know that, but I don't want to be like fart in front of people. Maybe like the game can fart. That's different. That's different. But doing it in person on camera, that's rude. No, I don't judge, but I'm not gay. I like girls, so please do not be disrespectful to this chat because I will time you out again. So please say something like nice. Please do not continue this conversation. I don't know how you're gonna pay me, but I can't. Okay, now you're creeping me out. Are you some kind of gay person? Because the way you're acting, you sound like a gay person. Okay, guys, I'm going to time this person out. Pink eyes for you. I'm a girl. I'm a girl. Mean, rude. I'm sorry. I thought you was a bunch of guys just playing around. I'm sorry. Where I left off at now. Oh yeah, my life is a teenage robot. That Jenny girl. She called SJ9, but she wants to be called Jenny. So she's sworn to protect the Earth from danger. Now all these villains want to like capture her and make her into a slave or a part of their system. I guess like the other. Love, you're doing good. Awesome job. Thank you. I'm trying to reach up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to prove to the streamers that I'm a YouTuber. So I post every day. I like record places, post it on YouTube, record like the dog and stuff. That's a YouTuber. I know there's some like crazy people. I don't know what's going on. Just I know I'm trying to talk about like these old cartoons and stuff like that, and they just come up with all those sexual talk. It's disturbing. I'm his brother and can vouch. He's a you know I'm only in my 30s and I live with my grandparents, so I know I'm fixing to block them. I'm fixing to put them in the timeout. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in like 30 minutes of timeout. I gave them 10 seconds to think about what they're doing, but they just won't stop that. Don't worry, guys. I put them in timeout for 30 minutes. They need more time to think what they're saying. I believe that's a whole lot better. I don't know if they're gay. I don't know who they are. I don't know why they're talking sexual to me, but I live with my grandparents. Thank you. You're like I was trying to talk about these cartoons. Some like Creek come just here to help you. Thank you. That's why I don't give people a bunch of people mods because they're acting like that. Time him out. Yeah, I only time him out for 30 seconds. Not 30 seconds, but 30 minutes. If they keep on, I'm time them out for 24 hours. If they don't stop it, they do that again in 30 minutes. I'm time them out for 24 hours. They're gonna learn that you gotta watch what they say. Might be kids watching this. Yeah, if the person keeps on like being rude after so many timeouts, you give them like 24-hour timeout, like a whole day, just to make them stop. I don't know how to ban them, but I know how to put them in timeout. I'm in my 30s. I live with my grandparents, so my aunt she watches these videos and my cousins, so they need to stop it. Okay, just press hide. How's it going? It's going okay, Green Wild Beast. Like anyway, when I was trying to talk about like XJ9 from Teenage Robot and talk all these cartoons, these people start like coming in the stream and start talking sexual talk. You're supposed to keep the chat respectful. Say nice things. Don't talk about sexual stuff. Don't talk about inappropriate content. Just say hi, how you doing? How's your day? What are you gonna do tomorrow? Stuff like that. For example, no sexual talk, no cussing, no rude language. No sexual talk either. And let me see. There was like angry monsters. Now those were monsters like underneath people's beds, but they're cartoons. They live in this like dumpster place. Remember that? I can't remember all their names, but I think one of the monsters had his eyes in his two hands. He has hold one hand was one eye, and the other eye he's holding with the other hand. And I think the other one was a snake one. The other one's like a little gremlin one. Yeah, so and Billy and Mandy was okay with a show, but some of it was gross. Some of it was okay, interesting. Some of them were like horrible. They also had the pilot one. Bro, I just subbed to you. You're a TikTok fourth follower. Thank you. Like, also remember Rocket Power. You know those people like on the skateboards, they skate in the skate park, cause them trouble or like being funny. I forgot. I haven't seen it in a long time. And there was also forgot what was the other cartoon was they had or I said Rugrats. They had all grown up. You know when they Rugrats are all grown up, they have these lives to go by, grown up stuff. Teenager, they had to grow up, learn all the responsibilities and stuff. See, the Rugrats, they thought when they grow up, there's not going to be any responsibilities, but they're wrong. When you grow up to be a teenager and an adult, you have to have responsibilities. You're not a kid no more, you know? And Joggle Pickles, she was mean to them babies, even Spike. She was a spoiled brat that she didn't get her way. She get mad at her mom and dad, like Drew, or not, or like Drew. I think yeah, Drew was Tommy's dad, but her mom and dad like was like rich or something. I forget. I don't know. But Chowder was a great show too. I know. See, Tommy, he was a venture boy. He was brave because Chucky was by his side. That was to give him the courage to be brave against Angelica and stuff. There was one, there's like a couple of episodes of Rugrats I didn't like. When Angelica took over Tommy's house and Chucky had his angel beside him in like sidecar and it's like all this like, it's like a bad like street, something like that took over and stuff. I didn't like that one. I didn't like um, the germs one either. That episode when Chucky was afraid of germs, I didn't like that episode either. And there was one that scared me too. Was Chucky underneath Chucky's bed? He had um, his dad. Chucky's dad had a sweater underneath there. He thought was a monster. So Angelica make him feel bad and tell us all this like make up stories about under his bed like a monster, just scare him because she's mean. There's no such thing as monsters under the bed because it's all in your imagination, you know? Yeah, Chowder. I think I tried watching Chowder one time before, but I didn't. I wasn't very interested in it. But Jim Neutron, now he was a boy genius. He had, like a marshmallow head or like some kind of like Herc Kiss head in his top of his hair like this, pointing like that. He had like Carl and Sheen by his side. Like Sheen was like goofy, thought he knows everything. Carl was all worried about all his germs. He was like chubby around, and he was afraid of all his allergies. Hello from British and hope you are well. I am doing fine, Sky. You won't believe I had to time these people out. They was talking about sexual talk. I timed out for 10 seconds. They didn't think this through enough, so I gave them 3 more minutes of timeout. And they keep on. They're going to be 20. It's going to be more. It's going to be 24 hours. So they keep on saying disrespectful stuff to the chat. The more than people like talking inappropriate stuff, the more time I'm going to put them in timeout. No, I have my aunt or my cousins watch my stream, and they can't see the chat, but I can, but still they can hear what I'm saying about the chat. So that's why you don't know who's watching in your family. They might not say they don't like them people talking like that. They don't think about kids watching. Or the parent might be watching this and say, why this guy is saying all this stuff inappropriate. They can get reported or something like that. I don't want to get it reported. Yeah, I was like, Jim Neutron, he was a boy genius. Everything he invented, well, in real life, everything he invents doesn't really work because it's not real. But he had like movies and cartoons of them. He had like Jim Neutron Boy Genius when aliens take over the universe as the kids. They go in retro land, and Jimmy wish for no more parents, and all the aliens come out of space because Jim Neutron sent that toaster up in the sky, and you say hello from planet Earth. He should never did that because now he doing his parents, which he didn't know that was going to happen. But his parents said, "Don't talk to strangers." Now Jim Neutron didn't listen to his parents. That's that's why it happened. You gotta be safe out there. Listen to your parents. He's always crashing his rock into the roof. And like when he crashes that roof, his chimney fell in their car. And the parents try to tell him don't talk to strangers. Policemen you can talk to because they're trustworthy. I like watching Pinky and the Brain. Yeah, my grandmother says that I used to watch it all the time when I was little. She says Pinky and the Brain, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius and one is insane. My grandmother got like annoyed by that song. Hit bugged her. It says Pinky, Pinky and the Brain, 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 Brain. Yeah, my grandmother didn't like that song because it's like get on your nerves. She got on her nerves. Like that song's so annoying. It gets stuck in your head. Fiery Odd Parents. Now Timmy Turner was 10 years old. Vicky, we all know who Vicky is. She's like the villain. But Timmy's parents didn't know about Vicky until Channel Chasers. Now I think that was a movie. Yeah, I think it was a movie. I don't think it was an episode. It was a movie. He went inside the TV because he got tired of his parents telling him what to do and didn't believe him. So he went into the TV along with his like fairies. Or by the remote. Vicky got hold of one of them. I like the episode when like redo watches, press the button and redoes the day. I like that one. Yeah, it was a cartoon called Foster for Imaginary Friends. I remember that one. They used to have like Looney Tunes, Roadrunner, and you go beep beep. They had like these days now they had like Craig of the Creek, but that was like premiered on Cartoon Network. I think it was on Cartoon Network. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was. It had like a bunch of like cartoons, like episodes. I know you see it. Yeah, I can see the chat, but the people that are watching my video, they can't see the chat unless they can actually see them. But unless they can see the chat, but yeah. Also, there's some other cartoons I forgot. Who remembers Popeye the Sailor? He ate the spinach, like push a can and go, and the spinach like went out in his mouth, to his mouth. I remember Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. Okay, I think there's a cartoon called Peter and Dragon. There's also a movie called Peter and Dragon. They had that cartoon dragon come to life in the real world. All that's I think that's fake, all special effects. I like and talk about Disney movies. I like the bedknobs and broomsticks. You know all those spells and they make the shoes walk all stuff and all that stuff. You know, I remember watching The Little Mermaid. I didn't like when Ursula took Ariel's voice, took her boyfriend. I didn't like that part. Yeah, when I was watching like a movie called Gremlins, it was like little critters. After you feed them after midnight, at the gizmo, like you feed them after like midnight, they'll turn into gremlins. You can't get them wet, the mogwai wet, I think is what we call them, because there's like furball or something like that. Pop out on them, they get wet. They don't like that. It hurts them, and especially don't like the light. That used to scare me as a kid. Now we're talking about Chucky, the killer doll, serial killer doll, like Charles Lee Ray. I used to be terrified of that thing. I couldn't barely sleep. I couldn't barely think because all I could think about was that scary movie. Yeah, they seem to be making a lot of Disney movies into real life movies. Well, yeah, but it's only special effects, computer animation, computer images, or something like that. I forget how they do that. I think a long time ago, before they used the computer, they used to draw them on paper and make animation come to life. While the graphics, like a flip book, like a character, you like flip, go, and you hear the pages turning, and you see them moving. But now they do it by the computer now, so it's not the same as they did when they was drawn on paper. It's different. It's similar, but it's different. So that's what I think. I'm glad I have control of the chat. I can just block a person. If they keep on saying inappropriate stuff, I can just time them out. It gets driven for a little while. This used to be a show a long time ago. They used to call it Jet X or Gen X, but I think it says Jet X. But it used to be a TV show, a channel on TV, like on basic cable, or these on cable, satellite, I forget which. There used to be like this cartoon called Digimon, Digital Monsters. These like monsters will go like digivolve with these like digivices. These 7 young kids from camp. They go to summer camp and they all this stuff, all these digivices come flying, go from the sky. They made like one, and that was the first one. And the second one, they all grown up. They go back to digital world through the computer. Now somehow in the first cartoon, they had that transfer from the real world to the digital world. I don't know how, but the second one they went inside the computer and went out of the computer, go digital world, the real world. The third one was different, devices. The second one was different with devices, and the fourth one it was like different. They go like with a Trailmon, and so like how on Digimon by their side, Digivolving, they have these humans. They call them detectors instead of calling them digi devices, Digimon devices, digivice. So instead of calling them digivice, they call them detectors. So when all the phones they had turned to detectors, cartoon logic, crazy. But they when they turned to these Digimon, they have fire, ice. They had kind of fairy or something. They had like this machine beetle and a wolf. And some kind of darkness thing. Yeah, those were like good cartoons back in 2000s. To me personally, I seen those like 4, 5, or 6 years old or 7. I remember I used to watch a TV show called Knight Rider. Like with Days at House of Hoff when He was like undercover cop or something like that. He got shot or like his face got messed up. He went to like ER, and then he he met Kit. Well, he didn't know Kit the car can talk and do all these fancy stuff, you know. And the thing is, he had like a bonded shell, which prevents bullets from going through it. So it's like when you shoot at the kit, it go pew, 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 bounces off. Now we went through a wall, it didn't even damage it. It didn't even damage that thing because it's bonded shell. He could hop right around, you know, like it's like a brick or like things. He could like slick oil, something like that. He can do turbo boost. You know, like I just say, he hop over with turbo boost. It can go like totally fast. So, whoever heard of Ghost Whisperer, now that you probably know Jennifer Love Hewitt, right? Well, she was on that show. She was on an episode of Garfield too. I think that movie. No, but the Jennifer Love Hewitt, she can't actually see ghosts in real life. We all know that. It's just like fake show, like special effects. She was a little girl. She could see these little ghosts and stuff like that. By the way, that was my watch. It beeps every like hour. Yeah, I got that watch like the other week. But I think before the other week, whatever. But let's get back to Ghost Whisperer. Ghost Whisperer, she was a little kid. Her mom didn't believe her, but grandma believed her. Her mom said, "This is crazy," but she didn't tell her daughter that she can see as well. She just decided to ignore him. She was being a butt, no butt face, you know. But anyway, then there's a whole bunch of cartoons I remember, but I can't really name them all because I've forgotten the name or forgot I've seen it. There's a whole bunch of cartoons, you know, I can't even remember because there's too many of them. Yeah, so now have you ever seen the movie called Terminator? No, Swagger, that North Swagger, whatever his name is. He was the first one. He was the evil one. The second he came back as a good one. The third one he came back as a good one. See, the second one it was a liquid metal. Now he was stronger than the Terminator, but Terminator put up a fight. But now the third one was like harder for Terminator to fight because she was like some kind of virus or something like that. I forget which. She messed his head up and make his systems all wacky, control him like to kill John Connor. You know, they don't. No, that's just crazy. Now, they also made like fourth and fifth one were like Doomsday. I forgot the fifth one was something like that. I think they made about five or six of those. And Tremors, it was this big old rubber giant worm that comes out of the ground and eats you. It like comes out of the ground and grabs you with its teeth and swallow you back down. You had the flying creatures. Yeah, that one was disturbing. You know, they make some of these cartoons that these creators that they don't think about these little kids how to react and scare them. You know, they say it's okay. We'll just create these kids cartoons. They don't care. They won't know what it is or they won't mind. It all just cartoons. What harm could be done? What could be wrong? What could go wrong? Well, there's a lot of kids had nightmares while watching that stuff. And they're saying that this rumor about this Pokemon. Now they say they had Electric Porygon episode. That's it had this red flashing blue lights. And you had a lot of kids, over 100 kids, hospitalized for that. They had those bad seizures. But I think that was in Japan or I forgot which. And I think they banned that episode. If you could find the episode and watch it, please let me know because I don't know how to find that because it's a banned episode. They they banned episodes, you know. It's because when they ban episodes, it means it's a bad cartoon episode for kids. Now, no, we in like in the United States or America, we use the SpongeBob, the friendly sponge. You know, a SpongeBob cartoon like that. Cartoons are like 13 seasons now of or more. I don't know. They have movies of them too. But sometimes when they had like close up cartoons, I didn't like because they're like close up facial. Some reason though the face picture of the face, you know, the cartoon when SpongeBob runs away, he said, "What's wrong with me?" He sees all his yucky face, and the cartoon I didn't like was Wormy. Now, when like you know this butterfly Wormy of Sandy Cheeks is, it showed a real version of a butterfly, creepy crawly running from the camera. I said, I ain't gonna watch that one. And the one I didn't like gave me a headache was a clam that cried. Miss Krabs took the pearl baby, whatever. They kept crying. I don't like that episode either. There's some episodes I like and some I don't. Who remembers Ren and Stimpy? I used to watch that show. I didn't like that show too much. So I remember like the movie Jumanji. I didn't like certain parts of the movie. It was gross. They had like about two or three or four scenes I didn't like on that movie. But they also had like the movies of Thor. I liked them better. They called Zorgons. They play that game board to go up in space. These nasty Zorgons. They like meat. No, I didn't like Alien versus Predator. All the slime and all the guts and the people like get that aliens ripped out their guts and from their body and stuff. Nope, not a movie for me. This is disgusting, nasty, gross, slimy. Nah. See, they make these crazy movies and cartoons. You know, it's so inappropriate. Something scary, you know? But to me, if I was a parent and I saw a cartoon like that, I would say, you shouldn't be watching that stuff because this is not nice or like gross or just disgusting looking. I look at it and say, something's not right here. When I was a kid, I used to try these like get all these SpongeBob cartoons DVD set. They would be like $40 to $50, even 80. But that was back then before they had Paramount Plus. They have all those cartoons now, so I don't exactly need all the DVD sets. Walmart they got who remembers Littlefoot? You know that Littlefoot with the leaf and the tree. Sarah, um, I forgot. It was Spike. It was Sarah, Petrie, Littlefoot. Um, I forgot that Flappy one. But who remember Littlefoot? Then you got 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I don't know. But also, who remembers Balto? Now, this was a real story about Balto. All these kids were sick in the winter in his cabin or a hospital, whatever. It was snowy, breezy out, dark, cold, all that blizzard blowing the snow around, and they had these like snow dogs, and this guy had an Eskimo coat on, you know, prepare for that winter because nobody wants to get sick in that cold, and inside your nose would get cold and all that stuff. Sore throat, like, you know, like being that blizzard. And he was standing on the back of that thing, and they was pulling that sleigh of that medicine, trying to get it to like go all the way, you know, like from all the way to the other side of that blizzard to that store they need, whatever, for the kids to get better, you know. Balto was a leader, you know. Pokemon. I when I was like a kid, I try to go to like these stores and find VHS tapes or DVDs of Pokemon, trying to collect the whole seasons. The first seasons were pretty good. Second, third season, fourth season were good. But as they remake the Pokemon things, it's okay. Just that I think the old ones are better than the new ones, because that's how I think about it. But you might think differently. You might say, "Oh no, the new one's better than the old ones." That's up to you. But my saying is, my advice, my opinion is the old one's better for me. I like the old ones better. Got Pokemon 3, Molly's dad went on just like search through all these like unknown Pokemons and made her father he cried from that unknown book. She's telling a story, about this like character, I think it was. It's called so it got but he breathed fire and she created his castle and all this ice, and every time ice breaks or like ice all around, like it was called like some kind of force field because the unknown was trying to keep the people out. So oh yeah, and anime or Tenme, I forgot what his name was. um no, he was a fire Pokemon. That was called Pokemon 3 if you haven't seen it. They have Mewtwo. They have like Detective Pikachu. Pokemon's really popular now. I used to collect these Pokemon cards. The binder with Pokemon binder. I don't know where it went to. It probably broke. Yeah, I think what it was, it broke. I took all those things out. I lost them. Their cards got damaged or lost. I don't know. But I collect Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, if you haven't heard of Yu-Gi-Oh!, it's a trading card game. Now, it's an anime. It's about this little boy named Yugi, and he goes like he went to Egypt and found this pyramid. The pyramid together. He met this pharaoh named Yu-Gi-Oh! He goes all a bunch of names, and ever since he is like a guide spirit to Yugi. Now his grandfather owned a game shop. You know, Red Eyes Blue Dragon, or like the what do you call it, Magician, Taya, Joey, like Yugi's friends. I used to watch a movie called Flubber. Like with Robin Williams. Well, he was a good actor, but what Robin Williams did was very like sad. He didn't get the help that he needs. He couldn't. I don't know what was wrong with his life, but he did suicide, which is a terrible way to go to die. He he was a good actor. He made a lot of people laugh. He was a good actor. He was on like the movie Flubber, Miss Doubtfire, Hook, all them good movies. He used to do that voice of Genie from the Aladdin. Remember? John Travolta. He was like the movie Look Who's Talking, Look Who's Talking 2, Look Who's Talking Now. He was in all those movies. Now, here's a movie called Grease also. I think that was a movie before Look Who's Talking 2 was. I think a long time ago, there used to be a cartoon called Donkey Kong Country, with episodes 1 and 2 and all them episodes. Diddy and Donkey Kong Diddy, Crystal Coconut, King K. Rool. I don't know if y'all seen that cartoon. Oh yeah, there's a cartoon called Kim Possible. It was a karate or ninja spy or something. They had like regular show, Mordecai and Rigby. Yeah, tonight I'm gonna have some spaghetti. Well, I gotta go, guys. I'm coming. I gotta eat supper. I'll be back. I'm coming. Sorry about that, y'all.